Welcome to the Clinton County Chamber of Commerce and the Iron Block YouTube channel. This is an opportunity for us to get to know more of our chamber members and our Iron Block membership. I'm Shan Sheridan, the Executive Director, and we're so glad to have our first guest, Ms. Sherry Mitchell. Sherry, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Hey, no problem. Well, you know, this is kind of a homecoming for you. You're a Clinton County gal. Tell us a little bit about your story living in Clinton County and then where you ended up going from there.
Right. Well, I grew up here. I'm a Clinton Prairie Gopher.
Yeah. Go Gophers. We
Yes.
won last night. I coach football out there. So.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome. And I did move away in my early 20s and lived on the East Coast about 10 years. And then moved back, lived in Tippecanoe County for a while, and then moved back to the area here, and great to be home.
Yeah. So when you say you moved away, you got involved in a variety of different things
Yes.
and businesses, but it ended up going back to your roots as far as agriculture, and that was the Tissue Source LLC. Tell us a little bit about Tissue Source LLC.
Sure. So I started Tissue Source 18 years ago, and it was based on some background experience I had in the medical device world. And I was exposed to medical devices that were manufactured from the urinary bladder of a pig. And so that sparked some ideas, and being in that field for a little while, I saw that there was an unmet need for tissues and organs that come from pigs with a lot of quality surrounding it. And so I started Tissue Source, and my goal was to provide the best quality tissue for the medical field. And what motivated me is seeing all these amazingly smart people out there that are creating products that make people's lives better, and being part of that was very exciting.
Now, and tell me if I'm wrong, that the pig is closest to the human as far as some of the tissues that the human being has. Is that correct?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. So a market-bound pig is around 5 to 6 months of age, and typically their organs are about the same size as adult human organs. So it's a great match. There's a large supply out there, so they're used a lot in the medical field.
Did you grow up on the farm?
Well, I did, but I would say it was a toy farm, if you will. We had 1 or 2 hogs. I did show pigs in 4-H, and we had a milk cow and horses and chickens. So we dabbled in a little bit of everything.
Well, when you think about this, was it your experience out on the East Coast that got you really thinking about the possibilities of bringing agribusiness and the medical sciences together?
Well, actually, it was when I moved back to Indiana,
Okay.
And which is the reason I moved back to Indiana, was when I started a new job at this medical device company. So really, it was here in the Hoosier State, and it inspired me. And again, I feel like I saw an unmet need of really quality, product going into devices. I thought about, heart valves is something a lot of people understand, that pig heart valves have been used in humans a lot. And I thought, well, if my loved one, my mother or spouse or whoever needed a heart valve, I wanted to make sure that I knew the pigs that it was coming from. So.
Well, and it does. You're very intentional
Yes.
with the pigs that you choose, and you go through a lot of them. What does an average week for you look like in your business?
Well, so what we do is we make sure everything is qualified. So all of the suppliers, which would be the producers that raise the animals, and then where the tissue is harvested at a processing plant, they're qualified. And basically what that means is those suppliers that provide us those materials have to follow a certain quality standard that when we then sell it to our clients, they know that it meets the standards to put that into humans. So my day consists of, we get all kinds of requests, and the tissues you would not believe. There's not much that can stump me. Recently it was lymphatic vessels, and I've never been asked for that. Wow. Those are very hard to find, but everything from nose to tail and all parts in between. So
everything but the squill.
Yes.
That's what Indiana Packers always tells me.
True.
They use everything but the squill.
Yeah.
But so you end up coming back to Indiana. You get involved. You're in the medical device industry. You get involved with this. You have this great, idea, this entrepreneurial spirit to create this. but you also need a place to do business. You
Yes.
need an office space. I believe you were down in Hamilton County, if I remember correctly, and or Boone County. Boone County. I'm sorry. And but you had that. You were gravitating. You wanted to get closer to home, and this was an opportunity.
Right. So, I mean, working from home is great, but to build the business and have that collaboration with your team members, it's really important to be in the same space.
Yeah.
And I know COVID brought in a lot of changes, and again, working from home became kind of normal, but then it's very hard to communicate, and on a daily basis, we have a lot of activity on a daily basis. We could have 5 to 10 customer inquiries. It's much easier to say, hey, Zach, what's going on, rather than emailing or calling. So this is a great space. And one of the things I'd like to do with the business is expand.
Right.
And, you know, Clinton County is one of the counties that I would love to be able to expand. And I thought, well, why not start here with the office? And it's beautiful. We love it here.
Well, we love having you here. We greatly appreciate what you do. And for me, it's a business that's just amazing because it's constantly changing technology, but just the sheer science of it all, and being able to hear some of the things you're involved in, it's mind-blowing. But that's happening right here in the Iron Block building right in Frankfort, Indiana, that's actually impacting lives all over.
Absolutely, yes. Now, we don't bring tissues in here.
We
keep it clean.
I was going to mention that. Folks, we don't have live pigs running around the Iron Block, nor does Sherry have a big butcher knife running around after the pigs. But you do get your hands dirty.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
you do get involved, and you choose the swine, and you go take those particular tissue. What has been probably one of the most exciting things for you in this industry that you have seen? Maybe a story or something that people can relate to that you say, wow, that's why I do this.
Yeah. Well, it is very exciting, and I think the one that was most impactful, I was at a conference one time, and a gentleman, a patient, a recipient of a part of a pig esophagus, he had esophageal cancer. And typically they would just take that section out and stretch it together, and the comorbidities, the things that he would have to live with. Yes, he'd be alive, but there would be a lot of issues. So that patient actually received a pig esophagus. It was through humanitarian use, so it wasn't approved through the FDA at that time, but they approved it because he had no other options. He gave a presentation, and there was not a dry eye in the house, and it came from one of our pigs. So it was like, that's why I do it, because there are so many stories like that improve people's lives, and if I can contribute to that, I feel a part of that supply chain. It's extremely rewarding.
Not only improving their life, you may be saving their life.
Yes.
And what a great thing to get up every morning to be passionate about, that you have a hand in that.
Yeah, our motto is feed people and heal people with the same animal.
Wow. So
we try to maximize a majority, well over 95% of the tissues we sell come from market-bound pigs.
Yeah.
So it's very satisfactory.
And your byproduct is what we would eat.
Right.
Because you're not interested in the pork chops or the bacon, you're interested in the tissue. So, and there's opportunities for partnership and collaboration, and we're looking for that on a regular basis with your business and in the agribusiness world here in Clinton County. Before we close, if someone's maybe thinking about starting a business, or they're entrepreneurial in spirit, what would you advise them when it comes to the Iron Block and the opportunity of working with the Chamber of Commerce, but specifically the Iron Block co-working space, because we really want this to be a welcoming and inviting facility, and I think with what you're doing is just incredible work. But there's a lot of other folks who've got some great ideas, and we want them to be able to be a part of this as well.
Yeah, well, my first response is just do it.
Yeah.
I mean, just do it. And being here, I mean, it's a great community. We are sitting in a conference room that's absolutely beautiful. I mean, the square it's changed a lot since I grew up here.
Since you were here back in the day.
Yes. And I talk to people every day. I don't feel isolated. I can work with my team. With your help and other people here, we've made a lot of connections. So connections are something you cannot. I mean, it's priceless. You can't put a price tag on it. So, and it's a beautiful place. It's not your standard office where you're in a cubicle. So I would say it's a great place to grow. It's a great place to collaborate, to meet people, and enjoy while you're working here.
Awesome. Well, Sherry, we love having your team here. We greatly appreciate you being with us. We think that the future is very bright, and we know that one day you'll graduate from here and you'll have your own place. But until then, we want to collaborate and do everything we can to build your business and to help you. So
Awesome.
Thank you for
That's
coming.
great.
Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
And I would just tell the folks today, you could be like Sherry, that you may have an idea, you may have a business, you may be involved in something right now that is just not cutting it as far as your passion is concerned. Maybe this is the place to come and check it out. It's the Iron Block co-working space. It's actually the Iron Block Engagement and Innovation Hub right downtown Frankfort, 62 North Main Street. You can come and talk to Sherry, meet Sherry, and she can share all of the great stories about what she's been able to do in helping people. And that's what we're trying to do, is help entrepreneurs like yourself, or basic business. We would love for you to come check it out. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.